Howdy, howdy.
Good evening.
Right.
We're missing somebody tonight.
We are. You're not Lindy.
I know.
That's
Doesn't
crazy.
feel right being up here with you.
I know. This is the dude show now.
It is.
No, we're not. We're only coming on for a little bit just to let you guys know that we're moving the show till tomorrow because Lindy couldn't make it tonight. So we just wanted to use this as a placeholder. And as much as we would like to talk to you without Lindy, we don't want to subject you to me rambling.
I'm already getting a headache from listening to
him. So we just wanted to let you know that the show will be going on tomorrow at this same bat time, same bat channel. But we will hang out with you guys for a little bit and talk. But then when Lindy's available tomorrow, she had an appointment today, then we will get together for sure tomorrow at the same time. But how is everybody's Sunday going? Did you do anything fun, exciting, Michael?
No, not really. Same old thing.
Same old thing.
How about you? Anything exciting happening in your life?
Not much. I'm working out. I'm loving iodine. Oh, Dr. Phil. Wonder how I could put this in here. How can we share PDFs, Michael? Like to people
just up on the screen how you normally share anything.
Right, but I'm saying if people wanted to get the PDF, is there a way to make a link to a PDF that
I could put it into the description of the show?
Yeah, so that's what we'll do when I get off here. So you guys, yeah, maybe tomorrow or whenever. Yeah, we'll do it after tomorrow's show. We'll put it on the bigger show so more people can see it, and I'll repeat this. But it was really cool. Dr. Phil and SBG. I've told this story how when I first started taking TRT before I stopped taking it, the very first shot that I took, I got a migraine headache. And then I went and took a nap and I woke up and it was like I was seeing in high definition color for the first time. I could see.
I remember
color.
that. Yep.
And then I stopped taking it. And then when I started taking 50 milligrams of iodine, the same thing happened to me. And I felt like I could see in color for the first time. Well, Phil, being the medical scientist that he is, that perplexed him because, and I love Phil because he didn't just assume that I was crazy and didn't know, like he went and researched. He's like, why might that be? You know? So he did his medical scientist stuff in the background and he found the link. I kid you not. He found out why it was and the reason why it was. Yeah. So he said, I couldn't figure it out what was going on there because he said your color, and I'm going to screw this up, but he said like your color cones and irises or something did not require iodine to function. However, they do require these other two things, which I cannot name right now, but it's in his research. But he wrote a write-up of his findings on it. That was really cool. But turns out that what produces those chemicals for the color in your vision is from your thyroid. So when my thyroid started functioning, so the iodine is helping my thyroid starts putting out the correct chemicals that help release these chemicals to see in color. So I'm pretty excited about that because that's some serious proof that
it's working for it.
My thyroid's getting better and that I was extremely low on iodine. So I thought that was really cool. I love Dr. Phil for doing that stuff. It's amazing. But yeah, he was like
real Dr. Phil.
He is a real Dr. Phil. He's no joke. So thank you, Dr. Phil, if you're listening. That was fantastic. And so I haven't read it all yet because it's been busy, but that was so cool to see and so encouraging when you link those two things together, you know.
You're still doing 50?
I am, and I'm loving it. And I'm addicted to that stuff, you know. Like I wake up in the morning and I want it like coffee. Right. And it just gives me so much energy. So I don't know. I thought that was really, really something. I was really encouraged by that. I'm like, okay, you know, because so many times we do things and we're like, am I crazy? You know, like, is this happening or is this a placebo?
Placebo effect or something, right?
Yeah. So that's cool. That was really cool that he did that. That meant a lot. So. All right.
There are some star comments.
There we go. Weighed 225.6 today, which is exactly what I weighed on October 2nd. Oh, well, then, okay. You're 100% the same weight. That's awesome.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Are they priming? Are they priming or something?
I don't know. I'm not sure. That's why. So carnivore Hercules, I'm going to repeat myself for anybody that's heard me say this, but this has really been on my mind lately. So sorry if I'm a broken record to you, but this was kind of one of those epiphanies that I had or whatever. And when I heard, crap, I'm on YouTube, so I can't say certain words.
Mhm.
All right. So when I heard that treatment for diabetes that everybody is using,
Shall but not be named.
that shall not be named, that is now everybody's using to lose weight. Okay, those things that I think we all know about. When I heard on Tucker Carlson them talking about that, and what the fellow said was that on standard calorie restrictive diet, you will lose about 1/3 lean body mass, so muscle density, bone density, those white tissue, cartilage, all that stuff. And sorry, my computer is waking out, and all that stuff. You lose about 1/3 of that and 2/3 fat. But on that medicine that shall not be named, you lose about 2/3 lean body mass and 1/3 fat. And then, but on carnivore, and that's what they just talked about, because on that medicine that shall not be named that helps you lose weight, you can lose weight and actually have a higher fat to body, like have a higher BMI of fat. You can actually be more fat. You can actually end up with a higher percentage of fat on your body than you started with, because you're losing more lean tissue than fat, right? So that's pretty crazy. But then that really got me thinking about priming and carnivore. So, because this has happened to me twice now, right? One of my first priming, where I primed for 6.5 months, I gained 21 pounds and lost 3 shirt sizes.
Mhm.
What does that tell you? That tells you that I not only was not losing 1/3 pound or 1/3 lean body mass and 2/3 fat, I was actually gaining lean body mass
Right.
and losing fat,
Right.
which is the best thing you could hope for.
Mhm.
That's the best thing that you could hope for, right?
The scale doesn't show the whole picture.
No, it doesn't. So, carnivore Hercules, what I'm saying is if you weigh it in, first of all, in just a day, doesn't mean anything. But other than you peed correctly at the same time or whatever, you were the same way in your deal. But it's really cool because, it doesn't, the weight just really doesn't mean anything in that short period of time. You could have gained a 1/4 pound of muscle and lost a 1/4 pound of fat. You just don't know. So it's very interesting. But all right, I'll get off that little soapbox there. Today is day 34 on carnivore for me, and and took Michael's advice. Yeah, that's awesome. And I will not
Somebody does.
wait until after day 100. I do after I beat my head against the wall a few times, and then I get it, Michael. That's awesome. Yeah, that's a way good way to go about it, Carnivore Odyssey.
Yep.
I did take 7 measurements: neck, chest, biceps, stomach, hips, thighs, and calves, and lost 17 inches total. Right. That's awesome.
Yep.
That is awesome.
That's
so
the
good.
stuff that matters right there. The size
It is.
matters.
It is. And don't let anybody tell you, oh, it's probably just water weight. Well, of course it's water weight. You know why that's great? Because that was water weight was caused by inflammation.
Mhm.
And that inflammation is what makes you sick. And it causes all sorts of bad things. It causes immune system problems, causes infections. It causes breakdown and deterioration of lean tissue. Your arteries is what really causes heart disease. It causes, it's pretty much the leading, Phil's chart. I mean, it's pretty much.
I was just going to say that. Let me see if I can pull it up really quick.
Yeah, it causes everything. So that's a great sign. When you lose fluid that quick, it's a great sign that you're getting rid of inflammation. And it's like, this is why we got to change people's mind on how this stuff works. Felt good for my first month. Absolutely. It's incredible. That's great results. Rebecca Craig, new watcher over here, just stopped watching last week's live to catch up on this one. Hi from New Zealand. Oh, thank you so much, Rebecca. We appreciate you having you. Oh, yep, there it is. Michael's got Phil's. Let me get this. Whoops. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. This is Dr. Phil's flowchart.
Yeah. And look at all the things that inflammation causes.
Yeah. So when people say, oh, it's just inflammation or it's just fluid. Fluid means you're getting rid of inflammation, and look what you're really look at the things that you're really healing and that you're starting to address by getting rid of inflammation. These are all the things that you're helping by getting rid of inflammation. I mean, it's incredible. So these people that sit there and say nonsensical things like, like, well, they can't be fat, so you're just losing water weight. It's like losing inflammation. It's fantastic. So, but yeah, thank you very much for coming in. We appreciate the support, and man, I hope shout out to our buddy Kiwi Daddy Carnivore Keith out there. He's our buddy from New Zealand as well, and so yeah,
Carnivore Keith.
Carnivore Keith
Changed his name.
Did he change his name?
Yeah, I think
Kiwi Carnivore.
I call him Kiwi Daddy.
I grilled the leg of lamb roast and untrimmed top round roast. My wife, who was trying a meat heavy ketovore diet, polished off most of the beef. Celebrating. That's awesome. That is awesome. I got a late start today, so I got 2 ribeyes sitting right in front of me that I'm working on.
No wonder your mouth is watering.
Exactly. I'm sitting here smelling all this wonderful stuff. I got a little behind in a meeting today. Let's see, but that is good news. And I mean, we're going to win them over. I mean, we are fighting with all the bullets here. we got bacon, we got beef, they got cauliflower. So, increasing my iodine from 10 drops to 26 has put an end to the tendonitis I started hearing when I was taking ibuprofen for a broken tooth. That's awesome, Cranky or Carnivore John. That's awesome. Appreciate it. That's it's the closest thing I've ever taken to a miracle pill for me, for sure. Just tuned in. You're talking about iodine. Are you talking about Lugos? And if so, what percentage and how many drops? I take the Lugos 5% and I take 20 drops, which is 50.
That's what I take too.
Yeah.
I don't count the drops. I just take a full eyedropper and I put it in my
and that's basically 20 drops. Full eyedropper is basically 20 drops. Yep. And that is it's perfect for me. All right. Hey guys, I work today. B-Dog. I'm listening and sleeping on and off. I learned a lot.
Todd will put you to sleep.
I will put you to sleep. You'll be sleeping like a baby in no time. Howdy, Josephine. I appreciate you stopping in. Gray Wolf. I had to stop watching that Kip guy. He kept talking about falling off the wagon. It is freaking discouraging. No comment. Let's put it that way. No comment. But correct. That's all I'll say. Correct. Hello, everyone. Hey, Apex. What's your favorite way to cook your steaks? Now, both of you. Man, I'm going to be a broken record again, but I love what Jordan Peterson once said when he was on Joe Rogan. And he asked Jordan Peterson what he eats. And Jordan Peterson says, well, he said, I eat salt, I eat sea salt, I eat Celtic salt, I eat ribeye, I eat New York steak, I eat, filet mignon. And he's like, and I'll have sparkling water, I'll have mineral water. And he goes down all these lists of different waters and stuff. And Joe Rogan goes, so you eat beef, salt, and water? That's what he said. And Jordan Peterson says, no, when your menu is limited, these things matter, and they are different foods, and different waters are different drinks, and different cuts of steaks are different. So I say that because I like to change it up. And to me, changing up the cut of steak and how I cook it, it's like a totally different meal to me now. And so, for instance, right now, because it snowed outside today, because I live in the freaking North Pole, apparently, I just used the air fryer inside, which I love. My Ninja air fryer grill combo. Man, I love it. In 12 minutes, they just make perfect steaks. And so what I've been doing religiously now is I've been buying the primal rib roast, and and I take them and I put them on a cutting board, and I have these cutting boards that fit perfectly into a little mini fridge. I have one of those little like 18 cubic feet or whatever it is. Yeah, I think they're like 18 cubic feet mini fridges or whatever. And I put it in there, and so I make racks of them, and I put the rib roast on them, and I let them air dry for days at a time, and then I'll cut the steaks off of them, and I put those in the air fryer because they dried out. I mean, it's just fantastic. Where all summer I was smoking everything outside and having smoked ribeye all summer, and they're just two totally different animals. And then lately, I have 3 of these right now in my fridge that I'm going to be eating all next week, which are the sirloin cap roast, or as the Brazilians call picanha. And so I'm going to be slicing those up, and I'm going to take one of the roasts, I'm going to smoke it. I'm going to take another one, and I'm just going to slice it into steaks and air fry them. How about you, Michael?
Me, I'm not as fancy as Todd. I'll pick up ribeyes every once in a while, and when I make them in the Ninja Grill. Simple, quick, and
tasty, awesome.
It is. Oh, yeah, they're awesome, man.
Yeah, I mean, look at this bad boy. Does this look? Well, that's an air fried. It's not. Yeah,
really good. Really good.
Yeah, I mean, just dripping with juice and perfectly. It's a little more done than I wanted. It's more medium rare than rare, but man,
it's not that bad.
It was tasty. All right, so hope that helped. I hope it made you a little hungry, a little inspired. But we just cooked fire pit ribeyes and ate our ribeyes outside at our area. That's awesome. Nice. Fire pit, yeah, those are tasty. Yep. One of the best ribeyes are, well, tomahawks that I've ever had in my life are my friend Brad made them, and he, man, I love this so much. But he we have a 500-gallon smoker that was a 500-gallon propane tank that we put on a trailer, and we had it welded up and made a smoker with an offside fire pit on it. And Brad smoked these giant tomahawks, these big 3.5-pound giant tomahawks. And it was Christmas time. That's what we had for Christmas. And he smoked them up. But then to get a sear on it, he took those suckers out and he put them right on the white hot coals in the firebox. And let me tell you, that still to this day might be one of the best pieces of meat that I've ever eaten in my life. Right, just seared on white hot coals. The flavor that came off those things were incredible. The bone marrow melted down into them and had this crazy white hot char on them. Oh man, those were good. Hey, Todd and Michael, hope you're well and had a good Sunday. Hey, Ryan, very well. Thank you so much. Whoop. Snow, what the heck? We need to call someone on your plane. I know. It is BS. But yeah, there's looking out the window. I saw at least 3 or 4 inches on the handrail of the deck this morning.
That much already. Wow.
Yeah, it came down. I'm like, this is bull crap. This is not fair. Ribeye is definitely the king of meats, in my opinion. We reverse seared 250 in oven for 40 minutes and then finished up on the fire pit grill. Yeah, delicious, right? Absolutely awesome. Let's see. Am I missing anything? Perfect. But we're probably only going to go about another 9 minutes here, and then we're going to hop off. We just wanted to let you guys know that we're really doing our show tomorrow.
You remember this meat from Austin?
Oh, yes. That was so good. Oh, my gosh. That was our dino ribs that we had from Austin, too. It was so good. Austin plays on, or lives rent-free in my head and plays on a real food we had in Austin. Yeah, look at that. This is what, so for that live stream we did with Austin with all the doctors, this was our brainchild, and those were all the tomahawks that we got, and Ashley and from Carnivore Brothers and Brett. Yeah. Brett and Ashley. Yeah, they were out there being the pit masters. They did a fantastic job. I mean, it was a thing of beauty. I still miss all that food. I can't wait till we get together in 2025. It's going to be a blast. We got to make it a tradition now for sure. Oh, did I get to this one? Yes, we got to that one. Let's see. Kendy's comment made me realize that Leroy Jethro Gibbs is likely the first carnivore I saw on TV with his fireplace steaks. I don't know him, but I'll have to look him up. That's awesome. Fireplace steaks. I bet that would be real good. I've seen some of those kind of Brazilian deals that they have like a crank on them, and they've crank them down over a fire pit, and they'll crank them up. Those look like that might be really fun, actually. Made a 26-ounce porterhouse in my convection oven, set it to 420 degrees for 25 minutes. Wonderful. Sounds real good, for sure. Really good, huh? Sounds awesome. Yep. And then I do want to, we're going to start announcing, but we're going to do another Christmas special this year. We're going to be doing a bunch of giveaways, and like we did last year with the wheel. And so we're going to, we're trying to get some sponsors, but also I'm going to kick in $1,000 or $1,500 worth of gift cards to one up it from last year. So we're giving away a bunch of Amazon gift cards, and we're reaching out to some sponsors to see if we can get any other stuff to give away. But it'll be at least $1,000 worth of gift cards. We can tell you that, guys, for sure. But trick is we're going to stream it on both YouTube and Rumble. But to be entered into the giveaway, you have to be in the chat and subscribed on Rumble. So that way we can get off the Gestapo network of censorship here.
Watch it, Todd. You just got your channel back.
I did just get my channel back. Just got the wheels back on this baby. He was the main character on the original NCIS. Oh, I got you. That's awesome. Last night I noticed that my skin feels thicker, not so thin for sure. That's definitely something happened. Okay. I've been for years now. Not sure if it's the meat or the skincare I made that's helping my skin. Hope that made sense. For sure. Yeah, for sure. I think it absolutely is helping. I mean, my skin on my face looks so much better because I used to have that, I don't know what you call it, but the dry, flaky rash like skin all around my nose, around my eyebrows, on my ears, right in here. And skin would just flake off me all the time. I always had something going on with my skin, and my skin just completely healed up. It's crazy.
Yeah. Me too. I had the same thing with my hands.
Yeah.
And a little bit on my face.
Yeah, but I think carnivore is just so good for your skin. Who's going to dress up as Santa? Have you not seen my
you probably still have your same hat, don't you? With all
I
the
do.
glitter
I
on
saved
it?
I do.
All right. You got the glitter?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I saved it. I put it in a hazmat container so that the glitter wouldn't escape. And then I double sealed it and I put it in a nuclear locker outside. But I will bring it back into the house and contaminate the rest of the world with glitter yet again, because glitter and cockroaches do not die and you cannot get rid of them. They will be here much longer than we are. But I do have it. I saved that hat. So I'll be donning the Christmas hat. For anybody that doesn't remember what that was, I spent a lot of time, a lot of money on that hat, actually. Yeah.
A lot of glitter, too.
I was pulling glitter out of my butt crack like 9 months later. Glitter, I don't know. It had to have been built by the Taliban. Like, for sure, it's a weapon of mass destruction. Absolutely. I think I'm registered on room. Awesome, B-Dog. Thank you, John. Thank you. Look, how do I say this nicely? When I used to drive Uber, the thing that would make me irate is when some scantily dressed women would get rides in my car on a Friday bar night from the college with body glitter on. And I could not get that bull crap out of my leather interior. There would be little speckles of golden and pink crap all over my seats after these girls lathered up and this glittered body butter crap would get into my car, and there'd just be like an outline and smears of body glitter all over my seats. And I mean, I complained to Uber. I'm like, that shouldn't be allowed. You should have a no body glitter policy because it's the worst stuff. You can't get it off your seats. It is terrible. It was the worst thing ever. All right. Did we catch up on the comments?
Yeah, we did.
Nice. Yeah. So sorry for the confusion tonight, or changing up the schedule, but we Lindy had an unscheduled little appointment that she had to go to, and then the show's not the same without Lindy. So but we didn't want to leave you guys hanging and just change the schedule, but we will be back for a full 3-hour show tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, just different day. But we'll be back then. And then you can catch us this Thursday on Iron Sharpens Iron. I'll be on there. We're going to be on Friday Night Lives with Bella again. We're doing that now. And then back next Sunday as well. And yeah, we appreciate you guys. And obviously you can see I got my channel back. So that's kind of handy. And
for how long, we don't know.
Yeah, until my loose lips sink ships again. So, but yeah, we really appreciate you guys coming. What do we got here? Scantily clad ladies, worst thing ever, said no single guy ever. Listen. This guy's older, okay? And these were
calling me
college.
grandpa earlier.
He was grandpa. and these ladies are college students, and they would get in with all this body butter crap on the Friday nights, and trust me, I don't know how old you are, but even scantily clad, if they have glitter in your car and they're the 10th, ride of carload of obnoxious, drunk college girls, it will annoy you. I don't care what they're wearing. It'll annoy you.
And if you go back like 20 or 30 episodes, you can hear about the time he was the boober.
Exactly. You should listen to the boober story. That's hilarious. Yeah, exactly. Because, yeah, for sure. Just more respectful, for sure, in my opinion, too. Hey, from New Zealand, man.
We got a lot in the house.
A lot of Kiwis in the house. I hear there's a pretty big show going on Tuesday 5th up there in good old, yeah. Yeah, it's either going to be The Great Escape or it's going to be, there's going to be some Houdini stuff going on, or there's going to be some.
Well, there's already a lot going on. But
yeah, some hell to pay, one of the two. But we shall see. Keep your fingers crossed. More stuff I can't talk about freely. I'd like to say so much more, but I cannot. But we will on Rumble. So come and see us on Rumble. I knew I was old when I was perplexed by my employer had a high school cheerleaders at an event, and I found out they were University of Arizona cheerleaders 14 years ago. Yeah, I know, right? All right, I'll tell one little story. It was funny. This is how I knew I was getting old too. I'm not that old, but I get it. But so I'm picking up these girls at a girls' sorority, and it is the middle of January in Montana. It is negative 28 degrees outside. It is cold as cold can be. And I get a call, and I go over and I pick up these girls at the girls' sorority, and they come out, and I kid you not, they're wearing one of those little head things that have kitty cat ears on them. Mm-hmm. They have their nose is painted black with kitty cat whiskers coming off of them. And then they are wearing literally bras, thong underwear, high heels, and fishnet stockings. And they're covered in body butter, and they get into my car. That's all they're wearing. And it is negative 28, and they're freezing, and they're climbing through the snow, and they get in, and they complain that the seats are too cold, right? And all three of them get in. Two of them get in the back, one of them gets in the passenger seat. They're in their underwear. And then once I pick them up, it tells me where I'm taking them. I'm taking them to the men's sorority. And so as I'm driving them across the campus, I hear them talking about what they're going to. And they are going to a costume party at the men's sorority where they're going to vote on their outfits. So these three girls are dressed up in their underpants with kitty cat ears and kitty cat whiskers and kitty cat pointed nose, little pointed kitty cat things going on. And and they had tails on. On the back of their underwear, they had tails hanging off their G-strings. Okay. And so this is going on, and the conversation, and I'm just ignoring it, trying to bite my lip, thinking, good Lord, you're all going to get cold. I don't know what you're thinking. Anyhow, I'm driving them over there, and I hear this conversation ensue that says from the back, she goes, "You're right. Well, you shouldn't be with him. You're too mature for him." And when I heard those words come out of those three girls' mouths, said, "You're too mature for him," I accidentally had an involuntary laugh that came out of my mouth, and I chuckled. And the girl next to me says, "Is something funny?" And I'm like, "A little bit. I have got to meet the dude that is too immature for the group that is in this car right now because you guys have set the bar so low. I cannot imagine who you're dating that is too immature for this group of girls that are in my car right now in -28-degree weather in your underwear." So I was laughing. I got a complaint from Uber for saying that, but it was too funny and too real. True story. I love your stories of sense of humor laughing. Thanks, Sandra. It's a true story. It was crazy. I could not believe that happened. My grandmother always said pride doesn't feel the cold. That's for sure. That is for sure. Men's sorority laughing out. I think it's a fraternity. Yeah, whatever. I don't know college. It was where all the jocks stayed at the Alpha Gamma, whatever, and they all stayed over there. And then there was another one for the women, and they're both cross campus, pretty much on the same street of, I think it was Wilson, West Wilson. And I was always taking them back and forth, So I don't know. I didn't go to college, and I don't care, but I probably for certain was. But I'm going to call it a men's sorority now. So sororities must be for chicks and fraternities must be for dudes. Is that what's going on? Hey, you know what? It's 2024. You don't get to assume these genders anymore. You don't get to assume the genders of these clubs anymore. They can identify whatever they want to identify as. I'm still getting kicked off YouTube.
I was just going to say, here we go. Surprised you're still on. Let me just check.
If I disappear, check the jails and come to Rumble. Oh, good Lord. Whatever. It's been nice chatting with you guys. I don't know what to say, but this is bound to happen. It was always going to come to this, guys. For sure. Not a chance in hell that I don't, for sure.
No wonder we need an entire show to this. Yeah, kind of wishing I didn't try mine.
We better not try to monetize this one. That's what gets me ratted out for sure. I found out that that's when the AI kicks in and starts really combing over. So let's make sure we kick the monetization off of this one, because I'd hate to get kicked off, but I'll risk my 13 cents I might make. Good Lord. We're just having fun tonight. You see the white static? Well, no, exactly. You're gonna see white static one of these days for sure. You're just gonna be a censored thing. I'm gonna be a figment of YouTube's imagination pretty soon. I guess you're the culprit to have me sign up for Ramadan. I appreciate it because it's inevitable at this point. Hey, Charlie Marilyn, I appreciate you coming in. Man, Charlie, we're actually going to be signing off rather shortly because today Lindy can't make it, but she can tomorrow. So this is just a placeholder because we wanted to hop on to apologize to everybody, but we're kicking the show off till tomorrow for the full 3-hour show so that Lindy can be here, because we don't want to subject all you guys to my lip for 3 hours without Lindy slowing it down and giving your guys' ears a break. So, but yeah, good times for sure. But we appreciate y'all. We love you guys, and we wish you guys a good week. And we're going to hop off, and we will see you tomorrow. And then we'll see you twice next week, tomorrow and Sunday, actually, and Friday and Thursday, technically. I will. So
pretty much every day of the week.
For sure.
All right, guys.
See y'all.